Good afternoon, everybody. Honored to be here today, and I just want to first off, thank Tony for his leadership. Probably heard that from some of the other coaches already, but it's been significant as we've gone over the last couple months and where we're going, and had some great meetings out in LA, and certainly it was easy to see leaving those meetings his leadership and how strong he's been, and where we're heading with all the changes that are going on across college football. And so I had great conversations with him and very excited about our leadership in the Big Ten as we move forward. It's an exciting time right now to be at Ohio State, and as we've transitioned from Gene to Ross as our athletic director, it's been great to spend time with Ross, and certainly want to welcome him into the family again, and really know that he's got a great group behind him, and we're very, very excited that he's going to be our leader in the athletic department as we move forward and the 36 sports and as we head into the fall. But it's been great spending time with him in this transition and as he takes over for Gene. But he's got great experience. He's already connected well with a lot of our players and a lot of the staff that's there, and I think he's got a really bright future at Ohio State. I just want to quickly mention, as you head into the preseason this time of year, it's a funky time because you go from spending a little bit of time with your family to now going into the preseason, and my family means so much to me as we head into the season. I just want to quickly mention, my family, certainly my wife Nina, and what she's done for me, and this going into our 6th year as a head coach at Ohio State as we head into the season. She's been an unbelievable rock and been unbelievably supportive along the way, and my 3 children. RJ heads into his sophomore year. He'll be playing quarterback at DeSales High School, and excited to see what that brings for him. My wife Nina will, be the most stressed out person in Columbus as it starts at about noon on Friday, goes into Friday Night Football, and then we have the game on Saturday. So there's a lot that goes with that. And then and my 2 daughters, Grace and Nia, who, working hard at basketball, and certainly, had an opportunity to spend a bunch of time with them, this summer. But as we head into the preseason, it's exciting preseason for us. It's been a great summer. The team that we have right now is working with urgency. They're working with purpose. It started with the guys that decided to come back, and 3 of them are here today, but it was very difficult to name 3 guys to come. I mean, it's virtually impossible to do, but we did it. We figured, these 3 guys are a great representation of who we have, but by no means do they stick out more than the other guys. There's 12 guys who decided that they wanted to come back and play this year. They wanted to forego their opportunity to go in the NFL and come back and leave something behind at Ohio State. And since they made that decision through the winter and the spring, now in the summer as we head into preseason camp, you can see it. You can see the look in their eye. It's a special group, and then the pieces that we've added. We're very, very excited right now. And it's a fun group to be around every day. Coach Mick's been doing a great job, and some of the workouts we've had this summer. But now as we head into the preseason camp, it's going to be critically important to build a foundation. Every year, you rebuild the team. You don't just jump back to where you were the year previous. And we're going to work really hard to have a physical preseason camp and build that foundation, as that's going to be what's going to be the difference in the end. So Denzel Burke is one of the first guys that are here. Denzel has already had a tremendous career at Ohio State and made that decision, like one of the other guys, to come back and play his senior year. Denzel has already played a high level of football, but he's going to be one of the best corners in America. He's shown great leadership. He's made great strides as a player, but also just in his maturity. We're talking on the plane ride over here about how you approach preseason camp a lot different now in his point of his career than you would as a freshman. And he's much more intentional with everything he does. And I think he has a chance to be the best corner in America next season. Emeka Egbuka, can't say enough about who Emeka is. Emeka's an old soul. Since he's been here, he's been a warrior. He has his degree. He had to make his decision on whether he wanted to go to the NFL or not. He decided to come back with the degree in hand. And, we didn't get a chance to see the best version of him last year with his ankle injury, but we're seeing it now. And he's always been a leader. He had been a leader since he walked in the building as a freshman, but now he gets an opportunity to do that as a senior. And then last is Jack Sawyer. A lot of people lead different ways. Jack leads by his actions. It started off by being, one of the first guys to commit to me in the class as a head coach, but also, and then recruiting that class, but also deciding to come back this year. He was one of the first. Sat down with he and his dad Lyle and said they have unfinished business here, and they started to get the guys to come back and build that group together that wanted to come back and leave a legacy behind. And so, being a Buckeye means a lot to him, being from Ohio. And, he's going to continue to lead. He's playing his best football, did at the end of the season, and will continue to. Had a great offseason. So these three guys are here. They're unbelievable representatives of Ohio State, and proud that they're part of our team. The last thing I'll just say, and then I'll open up to questions, is just that, our focus is on this preseason. It's the next step. And, sure, a lot of coaches will say it. You can't really, focus on what happened the year before. You can't get too worried about what's coming down the road. But we all know there's a lot of, noise and a lot of hype around this team. And what we can't do is, let those distractions, grab our focus from what we need to do day in and day out. We know it's going to be a long season, but we got to have a great preseason. We got to have a physical preseason. We got to lay that foundation for what's going to come as we head throughout the season. But we're very, very excited about our guys. We have great experience in that locker room and some great talent. But it's going to take more than talent. It's going to take all the no-talent issues to get to where we want to be and reach our goals. So I appreciate everybody, and we'll open it up to questions.